Hey everyone, it's Anthony at Stop the Killer. You might have picked up Sudden Acts of Horror, our latest game. This is the official party game for the very prestigious Horror Writers Association. And the game premiered at StokerCon, which is the organization's yearly convention. The game was played for all the convention attendees in this huge ballroom for all of their the special guests that they had, very famous writers were playing the game and they had a blast. We were so excited to be working with this organization. And the game is so fun. It looks like a book. It looks like pages of a book. It even opens like a book. It's really fun. A lot of care was put into this design. Now, it's a charades game, so you have to act out fake horror novel titles to score points and win. A lot of people don't know how to play charades, so we thought we'd put up this very quick video to give you an example of how to act out a fake horror novel title. This video does not go over the instructions because they're very easy. Just go read these 2 pages and know exactly how to play the game. What I'm trying to help you with is the actual charades part. In the game, there's a little black bag that is filled with tiles that have words printed on them. Say, for example, you pull the word shadow. What you're going to be doing is working the word shadow into your fake title. So say you're ready to begin, you figured out your title, and you've decided it's going to be a 5-word title, and the title is The Shadowy Song of Death. Okay, you have the title in your head, you're ready to go, and the timer gets flipped and it's on. What you want to do is just go like this, and everybody will know that the novel title you're thinking of is 5 words long. Now, for easy words, small words, common words like the, and, if, on, by, that kind of a thing, you want to go like this. This means small word. This means a small word, okay? This means a long word, small word, long word, okay? And in charades, these are very common gestures. So you might go like this because it's the shadowy song of death. You're going to tell them that the first word is a short word, and people at that point should just start shouting out any one of those words. And normally they will shout out the, of, and, if, on very quickly. So as soon as somebody says the, you point to them and you affirm, you like, whatever, you just tell them, yes, that's it. Okay, you've got the first word. That was easy. But now you're moving on to your second word. So to tell everyone you're moving on, you go like this. And that means you're moving on to the second word. Now, because the word is shadow, you can do any form of the word. You can do that in sudden acts of horror. Shadowy, shadows, shadow, whatever you want to do. Shadow like is fine. Okay, as long as that's in there. Okay, so because there are shadows in every room, probably the easiest thing you want to do is go over to a light and like hold up your arm and then point to your shadow, and somebody will be like, shadow, and then you'll go, yes, more, more. By the way, you can't talk, it's just gestures. So you would just go like this, means like more, 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 until somebody says shadowy, okay? And then you go, yes, and you just sort of point to them, and that affirms that they've said the correct word. Okay, now that you finish your second word, you want to move on to your third word, which is song. All right, so probably the best thing to do is just go like this to say, okay, we've moved on to the third word, and just kind of like pretend like you're singing. And somebody will probably say, singing, music, and then you kind of go like this, and then they'll be like, song. Now, if they can't say song for some reason, you'll go like this, which means sounds alike. And then you can act out another word. So you'd be like this, and then you'd go like this. And then people would be like, oh, small, long. They'll be like long song. And somebody will hopefully guess the word song. Now that the third word is guessed, everyone in your team knows that the title is The Shadowy Song. And they know there are 2 words to finish out the title to win. And the timer is ticking. So you'd go like this for the fourth word, and you would go like this, and that means a small word, and everybody will hopefully shout out the word of. Once they have that, you'll go like this, which means you're moving on to your fifth word, and you have to act out death. And so most people would probably go, and people will say die, dying. Hopefully they will say death. After they say death, you've done your job at acting out the word, and now you need to have somebody say the shadowy song of death, and somebody will because they've been keeping track of the words in their minds. So hopefully this gives you a sense of how to play charades. Now, if you look at the tiles, you will see that there's a little number to the upper right of the word from 1, 2, 3, and 4, and higher points are given to more difficult words. As you can see, the potential for the game is a lot of fun because the titles can be anything you want. They can be outrageous. Remember, you can make up any title you want as long as the word you picked is in that title. And your team is incentivized to create zany titles because at the end of the game, the best title, which is subjective, is awarded more points. One last thing, the bigger your group, the better. If you have 30 people at your party, divide them into three groups of 10 and play sudden acts of horror. It's so fun. Everyone's in on it. You can steal points from another team. If there's drinks involved, even better. And let me tell you that we are so proud of this game and so proud to be working with the Horror Writers Association. We were so happy to work with them on this. I really hope you enjoy it, and I hope that this tutorial was helpful.